Okay, and we are live. Hello, Facebook. It is a wild Saturday night, and I am officially up past my bedtime, having a wild party here on Facebook. so, um, today I spent the day doing self-care tasks and going shopping. Super fun. Grocery shopping. Gotta love the good old grocery shopping here in Washington State. So I had a story session scheduled for today, but it was rescheduled. So if you guys were looking forward to Clarice and I's chat, we have rescheduled that. So I will drop details in Lacy Listens for anybody who is looking forward to that session. I know that some of you who live in Gillette were looking forward to that. So we will be rescheduling that, and I will drop information when that is rescheduled. So if you want to go watch the replay of the interview I had with Jorge, which was fabulous, that is on my YouTube channel, Wellness with Watson. Be sure to hit subscribe to follow up on all of the sessions that are coming. I have some really cool people scheduled to come on the show, and I am really excited. I have two people, especially I'm thinking in mind, that are scheduled upcoming that are absolutely fabulous. So one of them has a book and she's just incredible. So I can't wait to have them both on my show. Um, and I will be announcing that upcoming. Um, so today I was thinking about the topic that I wanted to talk about for my day 5 live. And one of my friends, Rachel, reached out to me and wanted me to expand upon our conversation that we had previously in my Lacy Listens with Wellness with Watson over there on YouTube. If you go over there, you can watch our conversation. I have Lacy Listens. Rachel uh, had her we had a session together um, a few weeks ago. So if you want to pop over there and watch that, it'll add some context to what I'm about to talk about. So she came on my show a couple weeks ago after starting her Kangen water business, and she had yet to make a sale, and she was really rather discouraged. And so I encouraged her to get excited about her business, and rather than like getting discouraged and going into a negative place, to get excited about it, to keep going with it, even if it didn't seem like it was going to work out right away. And she ended up making a sale, and I think she's made a few sales since then. And I was thinking so often in the midst of creation, we find ourselves getting discouraged and we cannot see the bigger picture, and we focus on the lack of having the thing or meeting the goal, and we forget to really enjoy the journey and savor each moment. And then when we finally get the thing or the goal, it's so quickly comes and is gone. In that moment we're off to the next thing or goal. And I really just wanted to encourage her to enjoy the ride and savor the moment. And it's important to remember when you are creating your future and manifesting the life of your dreams that we need to have some deep gratitude for what already is. We really need to remember to live in the now and to have trust in what the future will bring us. If we invest in making this the best of our life and commit to growing and learning for a lifetime, then life becomes more of a journey and less of this, quick dopamine fix every time we're trying to get to the next goal or the next thing. I know that I've gotten caught up in that and trying to get to the next goal or the next thing, and it becomes a bit of like an addiction. It's like gambling or something, and it's a quick dopamine hit. So if we can learn to manage our emotions in a healthy way while cultivating deep gratitude for what already is, we enter this manifestation equation. Tell me, have you ever manifested anything? how many of you out there have created things out of thin, created, had random money, random things, random things that you've wanted happen for you? How many of you have had that happen to you? If you reach out to me, I want to hear your manifestation stories. I have some really cool manifestation stories. I know that manifestation is like a buzzword, and so many people actually don't even know what it is or the law of attraction is, and I could go on for hours about it. But manifestation is when something that you are dreaming of or fantasizing about becomes a reality. It's when the intangible becomes tangible. It's when your thoughts become reality. And we are creation. We are creators. God created us to be creators. So we create. Um, I mean, I have some really cool manifestation stories. The very first time I manifested anything, I manifested Sasquatch tickets at the Gorge, and it was when I was first learning about the secret and the law of attraction. And I remember telling my friend Shannon that I was gonna get us tickets, and we ended up getting in for, I think it was like $100. We got 3 tickets for like $100. It was amazing, and in different instances, someone had a ticket for free that they gave to us. Someone had a ticket for $100 that they gave to us, and this is like a $600 event, And then we found another ticket. This girl was like leaving the gate. It was incredible. Um, and then another time, I won Florence and the Machine tickets on the radio. It was a choose your word or pick the word, or it was a, oh my gosh, it was, you had to hear the correct word on the radio 3 different times. It was the secret phrase contest. And I had to get every word at 3 different times of the day. And the secret phrase ended up being something bigger than yourself. And I had won Florence and the Machine tickets, and it was like my favorite band at the time. So it was super epic, and it was like really cool. So those were a couple examples of manifestations I had had and with an intention. And another cool one, I remember I was working at Alpine Valley Wellness, and I was reading the book E3 by Pam Grout, and there was an experiment where you had to manifest flowers. And I was hell bent on getting these flowers, but I didn't know how I was going to get these flowers, And I kept putting the intention out there, and you have to get in proper emotional alignment with it. And I go into the bathroom, and this is after I'm like already giving up, And I go into the bathroom, and I hear the door open, and then I hear the door close, and I come out, and there's flowers out there. And come to find out, one of the patients had brought me flowers just because she was thinking of me, and I had helped her with some things, and it was just really incredible. And so it was very cool. And I've just manifested so many cool things, but um, there's also times where I haven't, right? And I've been in lack. And so that I have to remain in alignment. And lately I've been experiencing that. And I've had some moments of, oh my gosh, I have to remember that I can't be sitting in lack. I have to remain in alignment. So, in order for me to remain in alignment, I have to practice radical responsibility, and I have to practice self care. I have to maintain my personal power, and I have to keep my boundaries. So that means I have to be in tune with my emotions and then practice my own emotional intelligence, which I haven't been very great at in my lifetime. And so that's been a continual journey. And working at the clinic with Dr. Tara, we're on this journey of radical responsibility and emotional intelligence almost, and self development. And I find that in trying to teach other people about these concepts, I'm solidifying it within myself, and I'm able to be more in tune with my own emotions. And sometimes I realize how out of tune with my emotions I am, and no wonder I'm in the position that I'm in, because frankly, I was, I was like stoned for half my life, and really, and um, I'm numbed out, and so my emotions are kind of something I'm getting reacquainted with, and no wonder I haven't been able to manifest my life. And so, you want to stay in bliss, joy, and gratitude. Um, because those are the emotions. I mean, those are not the emotions you want to stay in, but those are the emotions that lead to quantum leaps. But they're not the emotions, the only emotions that are valuable. We want to be okay with our negative emotions. We have to be able to sit with those negative emotions. We need to be able to feel what we have to feel, but always come back. And so that's where we practice radical responsibility, right? And being emotionally intelligent. Um, so my point was, if you're looking to manifest and have radical responsibility and change your life and be a badass business owner, and sell and become, and selling is just coaching, really. And when you realize that you're just educating your clients as to why they need this product. And in Rachel's case, she's selling water, and everybody needs a water filter. My goodness, water is, especially like in places like Wyoming where they're digging into the earth, and they're releasing, toxins and heavy metals and stuff. It's important to filter your water. So it's she's selling a really valuable tool, and so in order for her to really educate her clients, she has to take radical responsibility, and understand that there's going to be times where people say no, right? And there's going to be times where you have to just be okay with that. And in order to be more okay with that, um, you have to get in touch with your emotions. And so if you don't know where to start, a good place is to have a journal, and that's a good place to start identifying your emotions and including a gratitude list in your practice. Oh my gosh, my eyeliner's all over the place. Cool. Facebook Live, woo! I so include a gratitude list in your practice. I have a daily practice where I wake up and I list in my head about 20 things that I'm grateful for, right down to the shower and my ability to walk. Because um, I've had times where I haven't been able to shower or have a bathroom, and I've had times where I was immobile and not able to walk properly, and so um, so you have to be thankful, right? You have to be thankful. Um, so there's been times where I've had to believe in myself over and over again, and I've had to learn my emotions over and over again. And as I grow my life now and in my business, and I have to remind myself that pineapple season is coming. If you haven't heard the pineapple season story, go over to my YouTube channel and watch that. It's a really cool story. Um, but if you feel discouraged, recognize it, feel it, and move forward. So before I say goodnight, I want to share an encouraging reminder story with all of you, um, to be encouraged in your journey. Um, who here knows the Sylvester Stallone or the Rocky story? Um, the Rocky Balboa story. So, Sylvester Stallone, as we all know, is an iconic actor, and he is known for his many roles, but in this context, for Rocky Balboa in the Rocky film series. Um, but he didn't start out as a success, and his path to success was far from easy. He actually grew up in a really rough neighborhood and faced many, many hardships early on, and he had a passion though for acting and writing. But getting into Hollywood, of course, was an uphill battle. Um, at one point, he was so broke that he actually had to sell his dog, like sell his best friend. Can you imagine having to sell your dog just to get by, just to get your groceries? I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. There's like no way in this world I would ever sell my dog ever. Um, but he wrote the script for Rocky, right? And he really believed in his story so much that he refused to sell it unless he could also play the lead role. So Hollywood studios, they weren't interested in having Stallone because he had a stutter and he was like kind of a brute. And back then they didn't have like Arnold, I think, was just breaking in, so they didn't really have anybody like Stallone's build in. Um, so he kept getting rejected and rejected and rejected, and um, he was offered large sums of money if he would just sell the script. If he just it didn't act in it, he couldn't act in it, but he said, no, I'm going to be Rocky. I'm Rocky. I am Rocky. And so finally a small studio gave him a chance, but they offered him a really small budget and he accepted it. He said, fine, fine. And he even took a smaller paycheck so that he could star in the film. So Rocky, the epic movie Rocky, was made on a shoestring budget, but it became a massive success. And I think it won 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. And his dedication and his refusal, and even was able to buy his dog back, and his dedication and his refusal to give up. I think like 14 studios said no to him. It was some astronomical, crazy number. But he refused to give up on his dream, and he even sold his dog, so that he could play that lead role, and he did it, So against all odds, he did it. So so be the Rocky of your life. There's countless stories in all of history of trial to triumph. So what is your story going to be? So that's my expanding to you, Rachel. What is your story going to be if you're watching this? Write your story. You're writing it now, so make it a good one. Um, and if you have a cool story that you want to share, I really want to hear your story for my show. I'm highlighting a hero's journey from trial to triumph. If you're struggling, if you're someone that is struggling in your journey and you need some assistance, I now have coaching programs open. I have entry level programs for people who have never done any coaching before. If you've never done coaching ever, or you've never done coaching with me, you don't have any context whatsoever, but you're curious about personal development and you want to get started, I have an entry level program for you. Now, if you're someone who is very experienced in coaching and you've actually had a few coaches before or you've worked with me in the past, I have a program for you. I've developed a entry level, intermediate, and advanced, and a super advanced program, different levels of programs, and you can couple them with our online courses through the clinic now. So if you visit Dr. Tara Winston's page, so www.drtarawinston, and that's TERRA Winston.com, you can go down and you'll see our offer suite there with we have programs for the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the spiritual body. And we have online courses you can do anywhere from the world, anywhere in the world. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from your computer. You can do it from your iPad. We have live courses. We have recorded courses. We are wrapping up right now our Serenity Key program, and that will be available um, for to watch the replay. And we do have live coaching. So if you are someone who needs some assistance, if you are a business owner and you're ready to like take your business to the next level, we're getting ready to roll out some stuff for that. We have something for everyone. So we want to meet you wherever you're at in the world. We're just ready to help you along in your health journey, in your emotional wellness journey. So, with that, that is my live for today. Thank you, Facebook, for watching day 5 of my lives, and I look forward to hearing your stories. Send me a message if you'd like to be on Wellness with Watson and Lacy Listens and the Hero's Journey. And I also have story time for the 20th century stories. So if you're an elder and you have some cool stories you want to share, or if you have an elder who has some pretty cool stories to share, I would really love to hear their story. So if anybody has anything they want to share with me, just post in the comments below. Okay, I don't see anything. So I'm going to pop off, but thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.